What as a guy do you wish girls knew? That sometimes a hug or nice compliment can mean a lot. We can ride that wave for quite a while. Playing hard to get does not work for a lot of people. We will remember a genuine compliment forever. When I was 14 and bagging groceries after school, a girl told me I had beautiful eyes. It's been 25 years. I think about it all the goddamn time. If you genuinely compliment a guy, don't be upset if they don't react the same way a woman would react to a random compliment. Most dudes get them so infrequently that when it does happen, there is a part of them that wonders if it was genuine. Or if they are just giving them a polite and or pity compliment. This often leads to an awkward unenthusiastic response to said compliment. It never occurs to most guys to just say thanks. When I say I don't mind, I really mean it. If I did mind, I would say so. I know fuck all about my mates. I don't know what they'll do in the future. I don't know that much about their romantic life. They don't know anything about me. Sometimes guys spend time around each other and don't get too mixed up in the past or the future. This concept blows my sister's mind. I really like to hang out with my friends because I of them, not because I don't want to spend time with you. Men love being the target of a romantic gesture. Many men never have been. When you tug my wang, you're not starting a lawnmower. An erection is a non-voluntary muscle reaction, with or without stimuli. Only a selected few have mastered the ability to manually command their boners to stop being erect. Sometimes men's just needs some alone time. From everyone and everything. It's okay to make the first move. Guys can be shy too. Come talk to me instead of staring at me. Sometimes men just don't get hard. It's not you. It's many things, from lifestyle and diet to stress and anxiety. And just getting older. Please try not to take it as a sign of lack of attraction or affection. Sometimes it just happens that every expression that crosses our face does not relate to you. Some of us have a lot going on between the ears and we're trying to make sense of it. That every expression that crosses our face does not relate to you. Some of us have a lot going on between the ears and we're trying to make sense of it. Get away from me at night in the summertime. I still love you. I'm just hot as fuck and don't want to snuggle. My GF was sleeping on me last weekend and my mind was screaming, get off me woman, how are you under a blanket in this heat? Anyway, I know not to wake a sleeping demon, so I let her be. We like random gifts, we like random hugs, we like random signs of affection and love. Sometimes just a cup of coffee in my favorite mug is enough to convince me it's going to be a good day. If you're throwing signals at a guy, and he's not catching them, it might not be because he's so dense he doesn't notice them. It might be that he does see them, but his self-esteem is so low his internal dialogue talks him out of believing you are interested in him in a romantic or sexual context. Throwing more obvious signals doesn't overcome that. If knowing his self-esteem is that low isn't enough for you to lose interest, be direct. That doesn't mean ask him if he wants to have coffee or get a drink with you, as either of those leave wiggle room for misinterpretation. Ask him out on a date, specifically say date, so there is no mistaking your intention. The worst thing likely to happen is that he'll say no, which does sting, but not like spending a month throwing hints he never responds to. If you don't tell us you want something, we honest to God won't know. Case in point, my ex was sat at home and I was going to the local shop. Hey, do you want anything from the shop? No, I'm good. She got mad because I didn't buy her anything. We want to be seen as sexy, beautiful creatures. Many of us want to be pursued also, to feel like we don't have to always motivate women into wanting us. Nobody should be the designated initiator 100% of the time. I am perfectly happy sitting in silence / playing video games for a few hours at a time on a weekend morning / night, and it doesn't mean I'm mad at / ignoring you / don't want to spend time together. Yeah, boy is just trying to chill. When we tell women that we don't know how we feel about something, it's usually true and we genuinely don't really understand how we are supposed to feel. I personally wasn't allowed to express emotions growing up and it turned into me not being able to understand my emotions. When we went on that date and I kept you warm on that bench and you rested your head on my shoulders, and afterwards we kissed and said goodbye, I still wasn't entirely sure you were into me, and I've been thinking about how dumb I am for the last couple of days. If you don't want to hear the truth about something, don't ask me to tell you the truth. Because I'm going to tell you the truth every time. When we say we're thinking about nothing, the majority of the time it literally is just nothing or ridiculous scenarios that we make up that sound stupid when said out loud. Just because I'm not talking, doesn't mean I'm not enjoying my time with you. All the hurtful things they say and do don't just magically disappear from men's memory. We have feelings too, and shitting on a man for being honest with feelings as not being manly is not only cruel but also highly ironic, considering there's a constant yearning for men with emotion. Sometimes a guy just doesn't want to talk. It's not 'cause we hate you or are sick of you, just wanna be alone and do my own thing. We actually really want to be complimented too. A 60-year-old woman complimented me 5 years ago and it still makes me feel good, which just shows how little we get compliments. A Canadian stripper said I had nice teeth 6 years ago and I still think about it to this day. I want real knight armor for my birthday, but I'm not allowed to say so because society forces me to hide it. You know that complaint that women sometimes have, that just because they are polite to you doesn't mean they're interested in you? Yeah, that works both ways. I'm not saying good morning because I want to bed you. I'm not holding the door for you because I think you'll reward me with some nookie for doing so, etc., etc. I'm doing so because, like you, I'm a decent human being and am being polite. We need just as much support as you do. It's always a shock when a guy kills himself until you look back at all the subtle cries for help. We're screaming on the inside and we need someone to let us know it's okay. When I say I'm not thinking of anything, I'm not trying to hide things from you. I'm exploring the sea that is my mind, no destination, just exploration. Also, when I accidentally make a little noise or whisper a random word aloud, like shit, and you ask me what's up, when I say nothing, it doesn't mean I'm hiding something or lying. 99.7% chance I am thinking about a time in the 4th grade when I seriously embarrassed myself. It's nothing. I promise. Also, if I am in a bad mood, there's a 99.5% chance I'm mad about something totally unrelated to the relationship, and not being passive-aggressive. Sometimes stuff is just difficult. For no reason. I can also be sad. Just because I don't cry doesn't mean I'm not sad. And we don't get hints? Just tell us what you want and things would be so much easier for everyone involved. Also, we don't want to be the ones who always initiates sex. It makes us feel creepy sometimes. We love compliments. I can't talk for everyone, get so few, but those I do get really means a lot. If I'm laying in bed with someone, just enjoying the moment together, I should be able to just enjoy the moment and let my mind drift to wherever it's going. If you want to talk about the future of the relationship or something, that's great and we can do that if you start that conversation, but if you ask me out of the blue what I'm thinking about, and I say bulbous slap 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 song from Jimmy Neutron, then you shouldn't get mad at me just because it's not the thing they wanted me to be thinking about. Just tell me you want to talk about the relationship and we can do that. A boner doesn't always mean I'm horny, it sometimes just pops up out of nowhere. No, I'm not hitting on you, I'm asking if you're okay because you fell down the stairs. I want physical affection outside of sex. Maybe it's just the women I've been with, but no one ever hugs me, rubs my back, or plays with my hair. And I do that stuff for you ladies all the time. Sometimes I just want you to walk up to me and hug me. Part of the reason I'll ask for sex so often is because I feel physically lonely and it's the only time I get to feel the touch of another human being.